Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese, and this is my review of The Walking Dead Series 9 Water Walker, made by McFarlane Toys. Now this walker appeared in Season 4, was it? Season 4? Was that 4? Whoa. Man, my brain's not working. I think I was Season 4. The numbers are messing up in my head. But that was when, you know, they run into, what's his name? Father Gabriel. And they go to the food pantry to find supplies or whatever the hell they're doing. And there's all kinds of walkers down in there, down in the water where it flooded. And they're all soggy and their skin's all wrinkly and falling off, and this is one of them. Now I really wish they would have made the female water walker that Father Gabriel seemed to have some personal relationship with, whether it was her friend or they were romantically involved, I don't know. But he seemed to know her, and she just looked a lot more awesome. I mean, this was pretty cool too. It's just we had like the mud zombie, and we just had lots of zombies where they're like all melty looking. I just would have liked to have something a little different, which I think the church lady zombie would have been better. But this one still looks pretty cool. I'm not sure about the paint job, but look at that. You can see it comes with a lot of food supplies, which is pretty cool. And there's the back. And you can see everybody else you can get. So, there you go. Well, let's open this guy up. I already started opening him up because I forgot I was doing a review and I sliced him open, but I didn't get him out all the way yet. Okay, here we go. So, there is the water walker all opened up. And as you can see, he also comes with a little display base which fits into his foot. But he kind of doesn't stand up too bad. Like, he stands up all right on his own. Like, I had a lot of trouble getting Beth to stand up. She's the one that should have came with a stand. She don't stand up very well at all. But this water walker, he stands up all right by himself. I think he does just fine. But, yeah, this guy is extremely detailed in his sculpt. One thing bad that can sometimes happen when there's a really detailed sculpt is that the paint job will kind of detract from it. And that happens a little bit here. Because his skin that's all sagging is somewhat too close to the color of his bones underneath. Maybe even some of the guts. I don't know. It just kind of all blends together a little bit. I mean, there are different colors in there. But, I don't know. It just kind of looks like a big mess from a distance. I think maybe they could have painted it a little better. I don't know. Might be able to touch it up, but not everybody wants to touch up with their figures. So I really do like his details, though. It's this big, saggy-looking, slimy monster. I mean, he's not just like the mud zombie. He's different, and his arms are actually more articulated than most walkers are. Like, I thought they'd just be basically stuck how they are, but you can actually move them around. I'll go over that when I get to articulation. But yeah, that sculpt is just crazy. You can see his spine, his ribs in the back there, skin sagging down off of it. Then in the front you can see his ribs and all kinds of skin hanging off. It looks like his organs are starting to come out of his stomach. Skin and possibly organs hanging down onto his pants. There he's got some nice detailed cargo pants too. And they're ripped down here. You can see his leg underneath. Got some nice zombie pose fingers there. And then that crazy looking face. You can see his like jawbones sticking out from all the skin that's sagging off. Just looks really cool. Just needs to be painted a little better. It's kind of weird with the hair there. You can almost see like the hairline. It's like a perfect straight line and it just doesn't look natural. It's kind of weird. It's like getting on both sides. No, this side looks a little more blended in. Was that some brain or something showing there? Some kind of flesh or wound or something. Yeah, right there it looks pretty natural, but when you get over here, the hairline is just a perfect straight line. I don't like that. Yeah, he's a really detailed little figure. Paint job really needs improved though. So there's some close-up of his gore. I like the way they got the ribs in there. And you can see the skin sagging over it. Looks pretty cool. And all kinds of guts and stuff. See, that's where the painting really makes it hard to tell what's what there, but kind of see it. I like the way the ribs are shown in the back. You can see the spine. That's really cool. And man, that guy's a droopy son of a bitch. Be nice if they would have painted his jaw a little different. It just kind of blends in. Here's his pants, nice and detailed. I like the way they got the rips. You can see his knee in there. And down here you can see part of his leg. Kind of sloppy paint in there. But still, the sculpt looks pretty cool. I like it. Well, you can see this side of this leg also has some rips in his pants, and there's some bone sticking through. But it's painted the bone is painted the same color as pants, so it doesn't show up very well. See his leg down in there. And this guy just covered in wounds. There's one like on his bottom of his arm. What is that? Oh, black thing. Is that like facial hair? What is that thing? I don't know what that is. Now, if you want to stick them on a base, just this foot has a hole in it, so you can stick it on the base there. And he also comes with some other accessories, and that'd be various food items from the food pantry. Here's a big jar of, I don't know what that is, ketchup? Big jar of ketchup. Or maybe it's just a red can, and who knows what's in there. And then it comes just a little unlabeled can. It's a mystery can. Gotta open it up and figure out what's in there. Could be dog food, could be green beans. You never know. And here you got this can, which is baked beans. You know that what that one is. Big old bulk can of baked beans. And then here you got a big old bulk jar of mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes in a jar. That sounds delicious. I want some. You actually read that it says mashed potatoes on it. So that's cool. What is this? There's like some sort of little stuff sticking off it. I don't know what that is. Whatever. Now let's go over articulation. Now, for the most part, McFarlane's 5-inch walkers have been very lacking on their articulation. And this one's lacking too, but it's not as bad as some. So you can see, even though it looks like his head probably wouldn't move very much, it does. And it just popped off. That's the first time I had that happen, but it can still move around more than I thought it would be. Because that big long chin thing, I didn't think it would really move all that much. And also at the shoulders here, lots of the walker figures, when they have shoulders like that, they really don't move. But these ones do. There's actually a hinge joint, which moves a little bit, and also it can spin. So there's a lot more articulation to shoulders than I thought there would be. That's the same for both of them. So that's really cool. And then there's also articulation at the elbows. And it could spin. So there's a hinge and it could spin there. So that's cool. Nothing at the wrist. Nothing at that wrist. But it's going to also spin and has a hinge. And he could turn to the torso. His little danglies don't interfere with anything. And then he's got some cuts right here. His cuts are always the shittiest. Usually the shittiest when you put it in an area like that. But you can move them if you want. Not much point to it. Messes up the sculpt if you do that. And that's it. So he's still limited, but not as limited as some of the walkers have been. So there's the water walker next to a couple other disgusting looking walkers. This would be the whale zombie, who's also suffering from droopy skin for being in the water too long. And the mud zombie, who is covered in mud, looks like either chocolate syrup or shit or sewage. But yeah, there's 3 very disgusting looking zombies that I wouldn't want to touch. But they look cool together. Well, I like and dislike this figure. I say his biggest problem is his paint job, which, I mean, I can't blame him that much. I mean, this figure is so detailed. There's so much going on in his sculpt that would be a pain in the ass to paint. Like, I do plan on touching it up, but even touching it up probably a pain in the ass a little bit. There's so much going on there. You got to worry about his skin, his bones, what's underneath of his bones, his guts, so many different things to paint in there. I think they could have at least fixed his face a little better, because that all just blends in too much up there in his face. But other than that, I think he's alright. His articulation isn't too bad for a walker compared to the other McFarlane walkers. And I do like the sculpt. I like that he has a little more articulation up there in the arms. The leg articulation still sucks. But The pants look nice. I like that he comes with a stand, even though he doesn't really need it. I like that he comes with all these little food items, because it's not something I really care to have so much. It's just that I think it's cool when a character or a figure comes with things related to the scene they were in, which, you know, there's all kinds of food items around this guy in his scene. So I think that's cool that he comes with that stuff. And they're nicely detailed, too. So, I think this figure's alright. Not the greatest, but he's alright. And, well, this is Mr. Evilcheese. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.
So, this human was walking out to me, about to stab me in the head. He was so grossed out by my droopy, soggy skin, he just ran off. He said, screw it.
Oh yeah, well, there's this group of people coming at me with bats. You know what? They didn't even get 10 feet of me. I just could smell my shitty stench and they just ran off. They're like, screw that. Man, I could have had them too. Who's that? Who's that? I hear somebody.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Who's this?
Oh, look, guys. Look how sexy he is. Oh, maybe they should put him on a magazine cover for the ladies. Oh, boy. Look at that pretty boy. What did you spend 20 minutes combing their hair in the mirror? Here, look at them clothes. What did you just get them cleaned in the washing machine? Boy, you got that little blood stain on your shirt. You know, I would say you're probably used to humans. Got kicked in the face or something, that's all.
Nah, he wasn't even kicked in the face. He's so pretty. Oh, but all the ladies are running after you all the time. Look at you, sexy. Oh, he's crying because he's pretty. Oh, poor guy. Oh, look at that. I guess ladies these days just got shitty taste, huh? They don't want a real zombie. They want one of them pretty boys. Yeah, barely any wound, nice fancy clothes. Yeah. I don't want no lady anyway. Just cause me problems.
Screw women. Go have fun with your two ladies. Yeah, go have fun. Yeah, boy. I hope you get laid. No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, I hope you don't get laid because it's so pretty, and they're gonna realize the real zombies here. Yeah. Pretty boy.
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh, damn it.